I know you can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Yeah.
What's
Last
up,
night's
man?
live stream was a disaster.
Was it a disaster?
Oh
Why
yeah,
was it a
mama.
disaster?
Well, I don't know. It was weird. Firstly, it wouldn't register it, and then just as I lost my proverbial, it clicked in as I hung it
Yeah,
up.
we can
So I
hear
had
you.
to start it again, and then that just was doing a Burton. So then I
Hold
thought
on.
I'll go and reset the router, and
Yeah.
actually it turned out that because I've been in the garage, I hadn't took the phone off tethering, so it's struggling with the Wi-Fi in the basement all along. So it's user tech error, and then I got the thing going on number three, third go, and then my printer didn't work, so I couldn't print no decals out. All these
Oh,
first world problems
all these first world
on it,
problems, brother.
big row of them. First world problems.
Yeah.
Anyway, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Shenanigans. Yes. Hey, Rahul, how you doing, brother?
I'm alright, man. How you doing? Everything good?
I am all right. I'm nearly through this cup of tea, so that's all good. They'll drink tea at this time of night. It's 9:30, 9:34 to be precise in UK. I'm
Very
feeling good.
nice. Very nice. I guess people are gonna roll in a bit. But how you
Yeah.
been doing? What's your week like? What you been up
So
to?
I was doing. Oh yeah, I can say now actually as well. I was doing a video the other day, where I sort of announced which of the buildings that I'm going to do on magnetic racing.
Okay.
So there are two that were sort of stand out ahead of everyone else. Hoorah! Were whew, out of breath.
Right,
The
right.
bridge,
The bridge.
square bridge, modified. Stay tuned. And the media tower, which I'm gonna like fortify somehow or make it like a little bit, I don't know, exciting.
Nice.
So
Nice,
been
nice,
that's been
nice.
going on. Bit of spraying. Did the show on Sunday. That was good fun. Probably this I'll put the announcement out properly, but this this Sunday I'm down the swap meet. Down the swap
Okay.
meet. So it's gonna have to be a re-time for the show at some point, whether it's on Monday evening, I don't know yet. I'll just have a think today and tomorrow. Wow, it's Friday tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah, man.
Wow,
Yeah.
where does the week go?
Where does
But
the week go?
yeah, so yeah, but yeah, it's been then there's been some other stuff as well going on. I won't sort of tempt fate or anything like that, tell you about it on air. Um, but yeah, very exciting chats, long chats, Keith, long chats. But all good nevertheless. So no, that'll be good. And look, uh, there's people coming in. Wow, I can see them in the live chat.
Yeah, there's lots of
Oh, I
people
can see them
jumping
in
on.
this chat as well. Oh, I've got loads of chats going on.
You do have lots of chats, don't you?
Chat, 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 chat.
Cool.
To be fair, it's what
All
I do for a
right.
living. What have you been
Should
doing this week?
not much. You know that job that I told you about turned
The
out
one
to
you
be
started?
turned out to be a huge scam. Actually,
Oh, it was a
yeah, man.
lemon.
Yeah, it was a lemon.
Oh, well,
Total lemon.
squeeze a
So
lemon.
I'm back to back to square one again, looking for new opportunities. Um, it is yeah, but anyway, that's just life, right? Sometimes you get ups and downs, and this is just seems to be a downer, so that's fine. Move
You
on.
got to kiss a few frogs to find the prince. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, yeah, I thought I would learn a lot from that new venture, but turns out that they had no clue as to what they wanted, and I just paid the price of not doing my due diligence. I was warned actually by a friend of mine that without a job description, it would be very difficult to see a future, and I didn't take heed that warning, and I jumped for it, and it didn't
It's
work
the
out.
modern world. It's a modern world nowadays, so maybe you dodged the bullet.
That's all good. I mean, there's always bigger and better things, right? You just gotta keep on moving. That's the way I look at
Like
it. Yeah.
every cloud has a silver lining. I'm sure tomorrow you'll post out there. Oh, I need a job. I'm having a little look around. Who needs one of these XYZ title? And boom, someone like, yeah, we need that. We had the best one in the business. And they just left, and you'll be like, wow, I'm just coming in. So we say hello to the chat.
For sure. Let's do that. So we have Aid over here.
Ad.
Oh yeah, this is Ad. There's two of them, right? There's Ad and
there's
Aid.
Two of them.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Good evening, Ad.
Very nice. Thanks for being here. We have John Bull or Janu. I guess he's not in the chat right now. He probably messaged earlier, but we appreciate it.
No, this is pretty recent.
Yeah, and then the Sue Fast is in the house. What's happening? We have HSF Racing. Thank you for being here. Then we have Bo from Germany. Thank you for being here, Bo. As per usual, Bo is always around. Thank you so much.
He's a man. Good Abend.
And then we have a Big Oak Raceway, who's in the house. We have RTDL Slot Racing Club. Thank you very much for being here. Hi, we have Doug from Magnetic Racing. What's up, man?
Hey.
How you doing? And then we have Slot Journal in the house. How's everybody doing?
Yeah, got Dan Thomas is in.
Yeah, Dan Thomas is here as well. We have Harry. What's happening, Harry? How you doing, mate?
Good evening. Marcus Slot Journal. Yeah, you said hello to him, didn't you?
Yeah, I did already. MB Auto Details in the house. What's happening with MB? We have SBB. I don't know. I've never seen SBB before. Do you know SBB? I have no idea who this is, but glad you're here, mate.
SPV. Oh no, it's SPV. This Captain Scarlet vehicle, the SPV.
No, this is
I
SPV.
think it was SPV. Well, I've got to check now in the background.
Yeah. So anyway,
keep it rolling.
I think people keep on rolling in, but we appreciate you guys all being here. Thank you so much. Let me just make sure that we are covering all our bases here for a second. There we are. All right. There we go.
SPV. Right. Rahul, I'm going to send it to you. You've got to put it on the screen.
What is this?
It's the SPV.
Yeah, I know what the SPV is. It's from Skelectric, the new Skelectric pink car.
Yeah.
You want me to bring that in?
Nah.
Okay, I'll bring it in. Give me 1 second. Let me just add
AMB, how you doing, mate?
Let's see. There you go. There's the SPV right there. How's that? That's your SPV, correct?
I've got a feeling one of them might end up here.
Most likely. You do
I'm
like
gonna race the Batmobile.
You do love those things, don't you? Yeah.
It's just fun, isn't it? You know, you can't be taken seriously with that, especially if I airbrush some teeth down the side or something.
Yeah, for sure.
Or some flames.
Yeah, cool.
That'd be good.
All right. Well, we're gonna do a little talk today. There's no red lights or anything like that today. We're just having pretty much a conversation. A lot of things came out in the past about 2 weeks and a bit more than that in the slot car world, in terms of all the catalogs, all the new cars, all the new releases, and we thought we'd just take this time to go through them, talk through the different manufacturers, what they're doing, and really like look at 2025 and what's to be expected, you know, kind of thing.
Yep.
So
we did a good couple of them the other week.
Yeah, we get the Skelectric stuff done, right?
And Skill Auto and SCX.
Yeah, and we got Scale Auto SEX done. Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
So let's cover a few more this week. Doug says no red lights. See ya. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this week we didn't just have like
Actually, we
honestly.
just got a red light.
Yeah, I just got a red light. Actually, I should say that.
That was an easy
I'm
one.
gonna give a red light to Proudmouth because they don't know what the hell they're doing anyway. So anyway, that's all good for me. All right, so let's look at 2025 and what to expect. Do you have any?
We've got a question actually before we go on. Look at that question from MB. Throw that up. That's a good one to talk about briefly.
Birthday.
That's the one.
All right.
Birthday weekend, gents.
Wife said she got me one car. Okay.
Yeah.
But it had to be a Carrera or Scale. I guess Scale Auto. What should I get? I only have 6 total cars now, so anything is good.
What track have you got?
Yeah, what track do you have, MB? Is it a Carrera track? Is it that determines where you begin, I guess.
Yeah. Because it will digitally because it'll be analog or.
Yeah.
All right, and so he'll come through in a minute. He'll be like, "What? Oh no! I've been washing up. I've got wet hands. Try and dry them off. Type in there what track I've got. Damn it! I close the internet down." That's what happens to me. I have to actually, while I'm here, pin the tab so I don't actually get excited and close the stream down. I've done that a couple of times before.
Yeah, so it comes down to what kind of car. So he has a Carrera digital. So MB, here's the thing, right? You buy a Carrera digital car, you can run your track there right away. You buy a Scale Auto car, you have to buy a chip, you have to upgrade it, and then you can run it on a track. And then the problem is it doesn't compete. Or Scalextric or Scale Auto or whichever one you buy, you just have to still get the right chip for it. Or the Scale, with Scalextric at least it's easier. It's just a DPR door upgrade with a Carson chip. But then you have performance.
That's fairly technical. What are you talking about?
So you can take a Scalextric car.
One screw. It's one screw.
Yeah, so you can take a Scalextric car. Well, let's just look at it properly, okay, mate. So you take a Scalextric car like this is a Legends car, right? Legends.
Yeah.
Right? And they come with the DPR door, right? You see, just like the Scalextric, they have the DPR door.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? So with the DPR door, it makes it easy to take the car and make it digital. And now my camera's lost focus. Come on, focus. There you go.
There he is. It's back in the room.
Right? But all right. So you see this?
Yeah, go on.
This is a Carson chip.
All right.
Right?
Is that for Carrera?
It's for Carrera, but it's made for Scalextric cars with DPR doors, right? So you take out this chip, and slowly this thing will focus again. You take out that chip, you put it into this car, you unscrew this DPR door. I'll open this chip up because... I think this one is already used. Yeah, this one's already gone. Yeah, so I replaced... This is a chip I've already used in one of my Scalextric cars. But basically, you take out... It's got a little door inside, and you just take out that door. You take out this door, you unplug it, and you plug in the new door, and now you got a digital car, right?
Yeah, for Scalextric.
Yeah, so... for Scalextric or for any car with the DPR door. If you do not have a car with the DPR door, there's other chips allowed. Like you can get, I believe, there's a whole bunch of different chips, and I don't remember the names right now, but there are different chips that you can get for your cars. But that's the difference. So if your wife's gonna buy you one car and you're not gonna do the upgrade, then just get a Carrera digital car. That would be my suggestion. If you're looking to upgrade the car, my problem is with such few cars, there's going to be a huge discrepancy between a scale auto car on the track with a Carrera car on the same track, because they're just built different and they perform different and they handle different. So you'll have a big discrepancy if you're trying to race them against each other. That's my
Well,
suggestion.
I would say, not that I've got much experience with Carrera, but I do know that Scalextric cars, just to answer your question, should he go Scalextric or Carrera? I reckon Scalextric. And that's because I know that they are super robust.
Yeah.
And
Oh well, Carrera cars
and
are super robust as well. They're pretty
I don't
strong.
know, I haven't got much experience with them, you see, so that's why I sort of lean
Yeah.
on your knowledge on that.
I think they're
But
comparable to each other. You know, Scalextric and Carrera do have a lot of similarities in the way that they are constructed and built.
yeah,
You're getting that, solid chassis. You're getting that plastic wheels and rubber tires. You're getting this pretty much the same kind of like standards when you're looking Scalextric or a Carrera, right? So I don't think there's much difference there. Um, they don't have floating motor pods. They don't have those little performance upgrades that the other brands have. So
stuff.
that's it, right?
Yeah.
Um, yeah,
Yeah, so I think, right, I think what you should do is you should take my approach to cars, MB. You should go down there, you should rock up at the store unless you're ordering online, and you should just on the day, you should see how you feel and which car looks baddest, and then get that one. And it shouldn't really make an odds if it's a Carrera or a Scaly. There's probably a Rizzler paper thin difference between them, isn't there, really? So
yeah,
ultimately, it comes down to what do you want to drive? And
yeah,
you'll end up with three prominent choices. You'll have to just whittle it down. You're on your own from there. We've all been there.
yeah.
But I'd love to find out what you went for when you get it.
Yeah, let us know. I know there's a lot of people giving good opinions. Harry says if he's buying a chip, he could buy any car. So why the question? Electric or Carrera.
Yeah, that's why I bought it
If you're
around.
running digital Carrera, then you need a digital chip to run it on the track. Because you need a new CU if you're not. So, if you're running Carrera digital track, then you need a car with a digital chip in it. Otherwise, it won't perform. It's not like Scalextric that's got the analog to digital switch, right? Carrera doesn't have that. So unless you got a converter box like an axle box, or you got a converter box like a Texlop box, or what we have, you won't be able to move from digital to analog. So, yeah, that's the bottom line. That's what I know, right?
All right.
Cool.
There you go.
All right.
So
So
Carrera.
So before we get started on looking at the new cars or what the manufacturers will put out there, are there any
Yeah.
changes to your programming that you have for your channel in 2025, Pete? Is there anything new that you're looking at doing or you've thought about in the coming new year?
Yeah, I think well, do you know what? I think actually it's quite a valid point actually, because I think I've been not with a hobby, but I've been uninspired in the
Right.
last month. Um, and uninspired, not in a bad way, because I still like just running some laps in the garage before coming on here, actually. So good times, but just uninspired because of things that are happening outside of the hobby, like at work and whatever. So I just been a bit uninspired, you know what I mean? And that rubs off onto how you approach what you do for fun or how you chill out and whatever. So actually, the other day I've started to become inspired again. I don't know. I think get out, do some events, socialize a bit. The winter months, like it's quite a draw, isn't it? It's like 3 months, 2 months before you sort of get out and sort of socialize. So I think scheduling, change of programming, not not necessarily much of a change. Definitely be more flexible broadcasting, I would say, for the year 2025. A lot of people have got a lot of plates spinning. I mean, like even like Wild Man and the Wildlings, they're postponing tonight because he's got stuff on, you know.
Yeah.
So I think like that. Marty's done it a couple of times. I've done it because I was on my arse ill the other weekend, so
Right.
there was no choice, no choice at all. And yeah, and this Sunday I'm at the swap meet,
Yeah.
the Milton Keynes swap meet, which is going to be a hoot. But it means I've got to be over there for 8, and that's normally half an hour into a show. We just run the first commercial by then.
Right. Yeah.
Which is magnetic racing or. So other than that, I think no. I just because I've been uninspired, I've not really made videos like videos. I've done a couple of chats, but like in little what I'm doing videos and live streaming. That's obviously good fun. But yeah, no. What about yourself? Formatting, because you was going to do some car reviews this year.
Yeah. So things have developed on my end as well with a concept that we had talked about last year. I guess we had both been inspired by Ian and Doug, and we talked about doing renting out the track and getting, like mini grid events going. And me and MP came together and we formed a company called Mini Grid Events, and we started promoting it a little bit, or at least MP's. We call her the boss, but MP's girlfriend has been taking the lead, and she's come in, and we got like full bookings coming up. So, that's kind of a new and exciting thing that's happening in the slot car world that went from a hobby to now like something like a paying gig, kind of sort of.
Okay.
So, in that case, I've had to make adjustments. I just finished doing my track, but to be quite honest, I wasn't really happy with the track, the way it was done.
Oh no!
And also in the fact that I'm not inspired to shoot on it too often. I'm deciding to take it down completely. So the track will be taken down, and then we're gonna put up the staging surface for multiple new tracks that we're gonna be using for the mini grid events. I thought that would make really good content for YouTube. Conceptualizing new kind of tracks for these events, and then getting the input from the community, and trying to see if we can get the community involved in doing some track designs and being able to be flexible. I want to be agile and flexible this year in 2025, in terms of whatever I do in career or even in my own hobby. I want to be able to move with in the direction I want to move very easily. That's bottom line from my end.
Yeah.
So that's a difference, I think, in 2025 for myself. Yes, I'm only collecting one in 24 as well. So that's also been a change. But these are all good things. It's good to kind of take a look back at what you've done. Like, it was interesting. I was just going through some of the older videos I did when I first started doing slot car racing, or when I started with slot cars, and I had fun with changing tracks. We used to change tracks every 3 months or something, and it was fun to shoot the different tracks. Fly my drone indoors. I haven't done that in forever. Like, all these little things I used to be very spur of the moment, kind of inspirational, and I haven't been doing that for a while. I love this live stream that I have with you every 2 weeks. I think this is awesome. I think this will continue for sure, because we have a good rapport, and I think it's just naturally something that we do well together. So this for sure has been the best thing that happened to me in 2024, I'd say, and I'm looking to continue it in 2025 for sure. Right? But nice. As far as moves in terms of content creation for myself on my channel, I had to find some sort of inspiration, and that's what I'm looking for.
What about the gaming channel? Is that inspiring at the moment?
So I've gone back to wargaming. It is kind of inspiring, but it's tempered, because I'm not going full tilt like I used to before. I'm trying to do it in a very succinct and very a manner that I can control. So yeah, that will grow too. There's a reason for the tracks being downsized, and that's also to accommodate more wargaming, and starting to create some wargaming content. So that would be awesome as well. Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
Have you seen this here by Rob Delion? Good evening, Rob. How you doing? He wants the quality of Carrera, the variety of Scalextric, the performance of NSR, and the appeal of Revo slot. I'll put a tenner that Electric Dreams has that as their new slogan by the end of the weekend.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Slot Car Hub? DeLeon, thanks
Yeah,
for
good
being
morning.
here.
What time is it, Shane?
Hey, Doug, that's awesome. You see, this is what I mean. Doug says if you need any advent advice,
Yeah, I saw that.
give us a shout. We're actually doing a dry run. I think it's March 4th. I have the dates. The dry run, yeah, March 4th. So definitely that's coming up. So I have a couple weeks and I have to get that ready. So that's kind of cool. That's kind of awesome. So yeah, definitely good stuff. But I appreciate the help, mate. MP is also involved. He's a lot more behind the scenes, I guess. I'm mostly doing all the marketing, but we're gonna be building this thing out in earnest this year. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of different, right?
Awesome. Good evening, Ted. How you doing, mate? Slot Car Daddy's here.
Anything else you want to talk about before we head in and look at these cars coming up?
No, let's get into it, mate. We come here to look at some slot cars. Let's look at some slot cars.
Right on. So New Year's mean new releases. Now, by no means is this the comprehensive list of every car that's coming out in the catalog. I've done my best to include a lot of cars that will either resonate with myself or Pete, but it's not the full catalogs. I'm just going to disclaimer that right now.
You know what that looks like?
Huh? What?
You know those little Hoover things that fly around your front room on their own? Those little
the Roombas.
Yeah. Yeah, wherever. They had one on Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
It's like one of them.
Yeah. That's cool.
I get shot for that now.
So yeah, the first release is from NSR. It's the Lola. What I really liked is to see this new kind of chassis design that they got. Lots of like lightweight chassis designs now. I think they're not the only one. I believe I saw something else coming out from Slotted as well. If not Slotted, something else. But I did see another chassis design from another company as well. But yeah, new lightweight chassis. So you can see they've taken out a lot of the plastic. There's a lot of holes in there. So cars are probably going to get a little bit lighter maybe. So it looks more performance oriented. And then, these are the liveries coming out. They do have also just flat color liveries coming out as well.
The yellow.
Yeah.
The yellow for me.
Yeah, so the yellow with the white lights or the yellow with the yellow lights? Which one is the one
white
that
lights.
you like? You know, the one at the top. Lights. Is it the top or the bottom?
Yeah, number 12.
Number 12, all right, number 12. Number 12 for Pete.
Take a 12.
The yellow does look stunning. I think we're drawn to bright colored cars anyway, so because our tracks are so dull in general, right? They're black surfaces or they're gray surfaces. So anything that pops on the surface is really cool, right? There you go.
See?
Yeah. Yeah, so
put that out the way.
Ad says the NSR Lola should be the fastest NSR so far. I believe so. I think it's got a lightweight chassis design. Should be quick. Very quick. Yeah. Well, so I think it's going to be a really quick car. Sorry?
Yeah, I'm going to get one. I'm going to have to get one and try it out.
Yeah. Too bad these are 1/32, so I look at them, but I probably won't purchase them.
Oh, they're nice. 908. Is that nice? That's the 908, isn't it?
This is a 9083. Yeah. So the ones without the wings and the one with the wing. So the rear little
without is a 908.
Yeah. So these are the 9083s. I think they've done this similar livery before. Or is it not NSR? It's maybe somebody else. But I believe this arrow livery I've seen before. The new yellow and green one is different. So It looks
Yellow and
so
green
good.
one has reminiscence of the Harrods livery that you see on the MR slot car McLaren. Was it McLaren?
RTDL Slot Car Racing Club, you are correct. If there are any more holes in that chassis, it would be appearing in the Flintstones. I believe so too. There's a lot of holes
Oh,
in that
Dan.
chassis. Yeah,
Dan, legend.
yeah. Um, yeah.
Ah,
So
see you
yeah.
later, so
So
fast.
thank you for being here too fast. We'll see you later.
Yeah, take care.
Yeah. And then we have obviously the 917s. These are the Martinelli liveries and the
What's
Rotman's
that on the
livery.
left?
This is a 917
917.
10K, right? They have two different ones.
Nice. I never saw that car before.
No, I believe they've done this car before. At least Carrera's done a version, and I've seen this one before. I'm not too sure whether it's slotted or NSR, but I believe I've seen this with the front scoop in there on the 917 10K. I know Carrera's done one. I have one from Carrera. So, but yeah, pretty. These are really quick cars, like, opening up. And then a lot of white kits. So these are all the white kits that are coming out in the Le Mans category, I believe.
GT40 there.
Yeah, GT40 P2. We have.
So Rob's nearly crashed the van now, listening to this. He's like, oh, GT40, GT40. All right, it's GT40, boys.
Yeah, so I really like there's a lot of white kits coming out. So lots of work for you, Pete, to do on your members stream on Wednesdays.
Yeah. Hold on, just on that note, we've got a shout out to Daz, Daz and Rob are not together, but they're in bed right now.
Oh, really? They're in bed together. Is that what you said?
Out there. They're sleeping at the same time in different countries, actually. So yeah, shout out to them because they'll be watching this while we're all asleep. But this is good, like because you got is it P8 or P6?
I think it's a P68, and then they have the Mach 4.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so they have quite a few of the white kits coming out. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. The 908 again. Yeah, it's all good.
It's all right, Joe. We forgive you for being late. That's fine. Don't worry.
Joe who?
Joe who? Exactly.
Oh, Joe. You're Joe.
Joe. Yeah, Joe.
He's miles away in the chat here.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, Joe, you all right, mate?
Yeah.
He's going to call us now.
Yeah, the Lola is in white kit as well. So, they're doing everything in white kit, so that's kind of cool. I think that's good from NSR. And then we get
and it
into
makes
the
it
Corvettes.
slightly cheaper as well. It makes it slightly cheaper as well when you buy a white kit. You got to paint it up, but it's cheaper. And also, what they'll probably do next to what they always do is they'll do the white kit now, so you go and buy that and spray it. But then they're going to release a series of different color white kits, if that makes sense.
Right.
So you get like, hang on,
the yellow ones, the blue ones, the green ones, right? Yeah.
Yeah, like that sort of one.
Yeah.
So it's almost painted, but it's just a plain color.
Yeah.
That's actually better. I was thinking the 908 was just like basic. It was the shell. It was a color shell. That's actually been painted. Anyway, moving on.
Moving on. Yeah, so he does the C8R liveries from NSR for the Corvette. I think we've seen these colors before, but there is
look at that one.
This Corvette C8R in the Rotmans, which is coming out, which I think is absolutely gorgeous. So yeah,
that's
really
a
nice
beautiful looking car, isn't it?
It is. It is.
That looks mean as hell.
Yeah. So NSR did a really good job with their catalog, I think. They really represent the cars. I know they're all renders. They're not their actual car itself. They are renders, but they did high resolution renders. You know what I mean? They really gave you an essence of what the car would look like. So I really, yeah.
Area 7, hang on, Eastern Plains slot cars.
Says, any thoughts on the Area 71 release this year? I haven't looked at them.
Cybertruck!
Cybertruck?
Yes! I saw it on the news the other night.
Oh, okay. I haven't looked at the Area 71. I don't really go through the Area 71 stuff because I don't really do a lot of the 3D printed stuff. So I'm sorry,
No.
I don't have any clear thoughts on that.
Yeah, Joe's the same.
Yeah. Yeah, so you get the Rotman's livery in the C8R. I think that's cool. Then we have the Aston Martin with the Golf livery again. We've seen this before. Same cars.
Aston.
There you go.
Aston.
Yeah.
Do you know Aston
And
Martin invented in Newport Pagnell, Buckinghamshire, which is approximately 10.5 miles away from my house.
oh yeah,
See? James Bond's motor. It's good
right.
enough for Bond.
Cool. Then we got the AMGs here.
Look at that pink and blue one.
Pink and blue one, and the lime yellow and blue ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some detail.
Yeah.
You've got
so
the
that's
graphics
cool.
in the blue.
Yeah, I really like these. They look really nice and striking as well. So pretty cool. Yeah. Then we got these Porsche Coke cars. We've seen these before, but this JPS
on
one looks so hot. It looks so good.
That is cool.
Yeah. So I think that the Rothman's livery, the JPS livery on the Porsche, those are really cool. Like so far, like really nice
that
job.
JPS.
Yeah.
Like the way the gold stripe goes round the side, but up and around the arch as well. It doesn't just go out the side of the sill.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it a lot. And then there's the McLaren 720S that's coming out. I'm not a big fan of this livery, to be quite honest.
Hang on. Me and Bo are having a moment with the Bond riff. He actually played it on his guitar before we went on air earlier. Yeah, mate. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
See, look, 720S.
Yeah, the 720S is out. Is going to be out this year in this livery. And then we have this limited edition car. This is a Mosler. Like they do the limited run, and it's a tribute to Salvatore Novello. I hope I'm not butchering that name, but yeah. So this is the limited edition car that they will release this year. So anybody's into that kind of stuff, make sure you pick it up. Will be coming out. The Mosler is a very, very, very quick car. So, yeah.
Yeah.
And then they have the Formula One. So this is something that I might pick up, even though I'm not picking 132nds. I do pick up all the Lewis Hamilton stuff. And I do like the new, the yellow and green tribute to Senna on the McLaren that came out last year during Formula One. So these are two liveries I'm probably going to pick up if I can, for sure.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of the F1, to be fair.
Yeah, I'm because I watch it, and you know that's the whole thing. And I do pick up. I'm not as avid a collector as MP is in F1, but I do pick up a couple of liveries, especially when it's drivers I know that I like.
Fanatic springs to mind.
Yeah.
F1 F for Fanatic, where mass is involved.
Yeah, so that's for sure. And then obviously they have the Ferrari as well coming out. So these are the new liveries now. They're actually going to be liveried F1.
Nice livery, with the black undersill, under vent, or whatever that thing's called. Air intake or air exit. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's a Rosso.
Pretty cool cars.
A Rosso one.
Yeah. So
I like that.
We have these cars coming out, and then they have the tribute to the old 89,
86, 89
86,
test.
86, and the 86, 89.
That one even.
Formula Ones.
I got the yellow one.
Yeah, these are quick, but not as fast as the scale autos. So scale autos are quicker, but they look fantastic. They're great looking cars, run really well too. So really cool to see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we get into the polycar stuff. Slotted polycars coming out with
Nice.
the new F1 version of their Formula One cars in the different liveries are coming
Yeah.
out. So all the
These
different flat
monopostos.
colors, right? The monopostos. Yeah, so they'll be
Yeah.
out this year. And then we'll get into the slotted stuff a little bit more in earnest now. So we have the British Porsche 956 here, and we have the Lotus in the John Player Special Edition. I think this is pretty cool. Then you get into the Mantras, the Porsche 962.
That's not a bad color. I like that.
Yeah. And then obviously you have the Valentino Rossi Audi R8 that will be coming out as well. So that's probably something that I might pick up as well since I collect the Valentino Rossi stuff. So yeah. Is there anything that's caught your fancy so far, Pete?
Yeah, do you know the Matras? I saw the Matra. Didn't Scalextric have one late last year? The Matra. I'm sure they did.
I think so.
But I quite like the livery on this one. That's a not where the way the blue and the kind of spearmint green is working together. Really nice livery. What group is that? Is that like a Group C or something like that? Or
I
what
think this is the
class
Le
does
Mans
that
cars,
go in?
right? This is
Is
a
it?
Le
Oh,
Mans
right.
car.
So it'd be
I
a
think. Yeah.
sort of classics. Right.
Yeah, they are
Sound.
classic
So
Le Mans. Yeah.
yeah. So I could possibly race. Yeah, I could race that at the club maybe. I might get one to try because Slotted are reasonably priced as well. They're sort of mid table with Scalextric being a lower, and then something ridiculous like a Thunder Slot, or God forbid a BRM at the higher end, over £100 now, about 125 quid, you know, for 124 BRM or TTS.
Yeah.
Yeah, TTS. About 125 nicker. I mean, seriously? Got like sell a rib for that.
Yeah.
Just take two, actually. I need some tyres.
Yeah, so here's the full lineup of some of the other
See, I
cars
like
from Slotted.
Mazda. I saw this Mazda the other day. I like that. It's colourful. It's bright. You're not going to lose it on the track. It's going on. What about yourself? Out of these six, the dirty half a dozen, what would you have?
I'm interested to see the Acura ARX. That's a hypercar. That would be something that I'm interested in. And obviously the Ferrari 512M is a really great car. I used to have two of the Sunoco ones. I had the Kalwani one as well, which is the yellow and green one. So these are really good cars. They run really well, super smooth. I know Joe was looking for a running mate to the Sunoco one that he picked up from me. So this would be a good running mate for that.
Okay.
So there's a lot of good looking cars here. The Mazdas are phenomenal cars. Like that livery is also very well done. Mazda always has some intricate livery on it, so they do produce some epic cars. So epic liveries in that car. So that's really cool. Yeah. So there's a lot to choose from. As you can see, like we've only gone through two manufacturers. And there's so many cars that you want to pick up, and it just keeps on going, right?
Yeah, I did though. I'm getting better at like being more controlled now because I've been so used to not buying these many slot cars.
Yeah.
I'm better now at like refining what I probably would go for. And a couple of these, not bad because I could use a DTM car. What do I use for DTM at the moment? Oh yeah, the Audi. That's right. So yeah, I'm on the lookout for maybe a DTM car, but that Mazda, I don't know, I'm drawn to it, and I quite like the Audi, the prototype. Is it? No, the Acura. Sorry, the ARX, like that as well. So, but Bo, yeah, you're right. The NSR C8Rs are breaking records in the clubs. 720 is hard to beat once set up right. The Moslers are left behind. therefore, yeah, I suppose they are, unless they're set up right, and they're hard to beat as well. So, but the C8R, a couple of the guys in Rockingham have got them, and they are really mega quick. Like, struggle to keep up with them.
Yeah.
C class, please, says Doug. Class C. Group C, Doug.
Group C class, you said, I think.
That's it. So Group C will be your top left, the Porsche 962, and your Mazda 767. The Ferrari 512. That's not Group C, is it? No, that's not Group C. I think that's.
Yeah.
GT Classic.
What's the
maybe?
green one? The green one is DTM
DTM.
Mercedes.
Yeah. The Datsun will be Group 2. The Acura will be Le Mans or like prototype or that sort of thing. Yeah, not a bad crop. Slot it. Well done, Maurizio. Top man, top dog.
I think we have more. It's just, but wait, there's more, I think. Yeah, so there's that Paul Newman Datsun 510 that's coming out.
Hang on,
really
wants
cool.
to know. Joe wants to know what the green previous screen, what the green one was.
We already talked about that. It's the DTM Mercedes, yeah.
Mercedes C class.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what Doug was saying about. Sorry, Doug.
There you go.
I misinterpreted it. There, after all that.
Here's the Datsun 510 from Paul Newman. And then we got the liveries for the new liveries for the Nissan Skyline as well. This is a very popular car, especially in Australia, I believe, as well, because they run them a lot there. So they have the Repsol and then the British Petroleum livery as well, which is kind of cool on the Zippo. And I believe we've seen this car before, the Lola, but it's coming out in the Golf livery here, so that would be pretty cool as well.
That's good.
Yeah, so a pretty nice roundup from Slotted so far, Polycar. Obviously, there's going to be more releases. This is not the complete catalog. I just pulled what I could find. I wish Polycar made their catalog a bit more available to us. I had to find these and pull these from random places, so not the best pictures and stuff, but you know. Yeah. But yeah, so what do you think so far?
Where have you been surfing again? Where have you been surfing, Rahul?
Surfing in all the wrong places, obviously.
You went on Facebook again, didn't you? I like the BP one. Love the BP one because it reminds me of this BP one that I've got here, but this is an Escort. Similar.
Yeah, very nice.
So I'm already on board with it. What is it? Because it's a bit blurry from where I am.
That's a Nissan Skyline, the old school
okay,
one.
cool.
Yeah.
So I like that. That's cool. I'm just talking like this here, where it's if MB's still here, this is what I'm talking about. I'm looking at the car. I don't even know what it is. I just like that. It looks good. It's yellow and green. That's awesome. Gold rims. That's pretty cool. Yeah, no, I like it. What is it? Sort of thing. So don't worry about what it is or the stigma of the car. Just buy it if you like it.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, can't take it with you, so enjoy it. Just get it when you see it, especially if you're at a swap meet, because it won't be there when you come back.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's a really cool car. And then we're going to get into Carrera new releases. So Digital 124, well, this is where all my money will go probably this year. We have that white and red Porsche and the KFC Audi R8 coming out. These are all 124. And then we have the two new Lamborghini Huracans, the
bottom
black
ones,
and gold.
the gold one and the blue one.
Actually, there's three of them coming out. There's also the Red Bull livery, which we'll see later on in 132nd. But yeah, so there's three Lamborghini Huracans this year.
Carrera.
Yeah, all this is Carrera 124.
Right.
Yeah.
Sound.
So really excited about this, obviously, because I'm collecting 124. There's some more, but this is the car
as well.
This is the green monster for me for this year. It's the Sing Tao livery, which is the red with the gold dragon on it, obviously. Can't
Oh
wait
yeah.
for this one to come out.
Are you gonna do a Yakuza thing with it?
Yeah, mate. Like, this is the Sing Tao livery from, I believe, the Beijing race that they had last year.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely like some cool looking cars. And no new molds, except I think the Lamborghini Huracan is a new mold for them this year in 124. But everything else is just a reprint on the existing molds. So the Zack Speed Turbo Capris, the M4s, which have been doing really great, and then now we got the new Porsches as well. Yeah. So so this is 124s. Really excited for that. And then we get into the 132nds. As you can see, they have the KFC Audi in the 132nd. They have the Monte Carlo Lancia in that green and red. I really like that livery on it. It looks really nice and sharp. They have an Aston Martin new livery with the black and gold. And then they have the Lamborghini Huracan as well. Yeah, so Bo says the Huracan is supposed to be out in June. So,
oh, nice, good tip.
was that a black
I like the gold and
550? It
black.
is actually. So this is this Ferrari up here, the 550. They released it already as a limited edition car before. They had it in the red version. I think MP got one.
Which one? The top left one?
The black one, black and yellow.
Oh, the black one at the top right.
Yeah, that one. That's a Ferrari F50, 550. Sorry. So it's not a new mold. It's something that they've already done, but they're releasing it in this black
looks
livery.
mean.
It looks pretty cool.
So
yeah, that will be coming out this year.
Money.
Yeah, and then we have the 132nds. This is the Huracan, the Audi R8, the Monte Carlo Lancia, and we have the Aston Martin. And then there's the Red Bull Huracan right there. That's what the livery looks like. Then we have the Schaefer M4.
Yeah.
We have the Shell M4. I believe the Shell M4 is also coming in 124. And then we have the KTM. The new livery for the KTM looks really sharp in that white, red, and black kind of livery. It's in the bottom left. I think, and then we have this new livery for the GTY Mustang that looks like an old school fighter, which I thought was really cool.
What is it? Snowplow?
Well, it's like, the old school Spitfires. They had like the green and the silvers and like the front mouth. It's built like one of those.
Is it the Spitfire, the airplane?
Yeah, it's built. It's an airplane livery on the car. It's pretty cool. I think it's kind of cool.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, so there you go. Harry has chimed in that Mustang is ugly. Thank you, Cherry. I always knew you were there to tell us how you feel. I appreciate it. Yeah. And then these are concepts. So obviously the Formula One is very interesting to me in 132nd. The new RB20 that will be coming out 132nd. So these were not released as actual cars because everything that I showed you prior is an actual car that's already been shot, so we know it's coming out. These are maybes or things they haven't finalized yet, I guess, Carrera. So they only put up pictures of what the livery might look like. So the new
do with licenses as well.
Yeah, licenses, sign-offs. They haven't approved them yet. So I think that beautiful, the RB20 will be really interesting. If they're going to do the RB20, then that means they're going to do a new Formula One lineup for 132nd. So that's exciting, I think, because that mold will have to be used for more than just the Red Bull livery. I feel so that's kind of cool. Then you have the McLaren. I believe that's the 720S. A livery that's on there. And then is that the new Ferrari? That's a Ferrari livery, sorry. That's a new the new Ferrari new livery that might be coming out with this year as well. The orange and black, sorry. And then they have the AMGs and the Aston Martin. If you like pink liveries, they have two different pink liveries coming out. So
Nice. I do
stuff
like
might be
quite
cool.
partial to that pink livery and the blue, that kind of aqua blue going up the front sort of window support.
Yeah, I
Very
think
nice.
it's a pretty stunning looking livery. So
It's
pretty
a
cool.
very nice design.
Yeah. And then they have these new Mustangs. So this is the Mustang that ran in
Yeah.
Daytona. They have, I think, Scalextric's done their version, so Carrera is supposed to be coming out with their version of this car as well. Pretty nice looking liveries, especially the blue, the dark blue with the red, the classic Mustang livery right there. That's kind of
Yeah.
looking cool.
You can
Yeah,
see the horse at the back doors, at the
yeah,
doors, and that like blended in from the back. Very
yeah.
nice livery. Joe was actually liking the Aston Martin in pink and blue on the previous slide, the one we were talking about. That was such a good idea. I hope they do that.
Yeah.
I hope they bring that from concept to production.
Yeah, and MB says that he wishes they make the new Iron Dames pink livery from the 911. I hope so too. I think it would be great to see the Iron 911 in the pink livery, matte pink and black, which is the Iron Dames colors.
Mm.
That'd be kind of cool as well. Lots of
Excuse
51s tonight. Yeah, so I think that's pretty much all the cars that I could find. What are your final thoughts on the lineup, Pete? We've seen the Scalextric, we've seen Scale Auto, we've seen SCX, we've seen NSR now, Slotted now, and Carrera. What are your final thoughts on everything?
Just before I go into that, Doug's asked the general dates for release, Doug, are they will say Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. If they don't say that, then I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. Like, no release date has ever made it here on time, so I just when we see
it's
it,
one
we
of
see
them
it.
things, then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
All right, there you go. So, what do I think about all of the car launches that I've seen so far? Well, Carreras was small. I seem to remember Carrera last year being like quite a long thing.
Well, like I said, I didn't show the whole catalog. I only showed the
Oh, good.
cars. Their sets that
Yeah.
came out. They also have the new non-slot cars. I guess what is it called? The hybrid system now that has no rails in
That
it.
magnetic thing or
Yeah,
RC
so they're
thing.
doing a lot of that. They're doing quite
Yeah.
a few cars being released in that, which I never showcased because I really don't know how that works and I haven't tried it out and I have no real experience with it. So can't really give my 2 cents there.
32.
Yeah.
Hang on a second. Oh, there you go. Sorry, the heating just went down.
Oh, okay.
It's not what you need. But no, that was just an observation. So yeah, okay. I think that I don't know. I'll go with what Rob said earlier. That was a really good say, and I think it was something like the reliability of Carrera with the variety of Scaly, but the performance of NSR and the sought afterness of Thunderslot, or something along those lines. Really, really clever. I think that sums it up. I think from what I've seen tonight, NSR, beg your pardon, NSR
Yeah.
have some wonderful cars, like the designs, the liveries, the JPS Porsche, the Martini livery, and the yellow Hoover thing, whatever it was, the Lola.
Right.
Nice.
Yeah, they have they're definitely done. I think catalog wise, the NSR one was highly polished in the way it was released. It looks like really well thought out, well developed, even though they're not pictures of real cars, they were really highly rendered. So it looked really nice, right? So they did a great job with that.
That was for tonight.
Yeah.
Last week, Skill Auto and
SCX with the rally cars.
Yeah. And then before that, Scalextric. I think I'm going to take, I don't, not because I work with them or because I'm the English guy, but I'm going to give Scalextric a round of applause because 45 cars
Yeah.
Boom, there, put that in your pipe and smoke it for 25. You know, that's putting your tanks out on the lawn. 25 cars, that's massive. 45 cars, that's massive. That's technically 5% of the whole of the launches of last year in the world,
Yeah.
which it's a big place. That's a lot in toy world. So I think in the variety they've got, some of those like GT4 cars, some of the novelty cars, really good spread. So I think it's a tough one to say. I think each of the manufacturers have come out with their own unique, really, really good thing, which is nice to see. It's not like all the good stuff is just at NSR, just at Scholastic, or just at Carrera, or just at whoever. It's spread out a bit. So the Scale Auto have got the 1 in 24 Auto Tipo, the vintage type car,
Yeah.
stunning. NSR have got what I just mentioned, save repeating us and being boring. Carrera was interesting. I'm not overly sure. I'd have to go back and have another look. I think when you see a few cars on the row, it becomes like the conveyor belt. You start to forget the
Yeah.
ones at the start.
Yeah, of
So
course.
I'd have to go back and have a double check before I give an opinion on Carrera. But there you go. Nothing stood out at me that I remembered. So that's probably the answer, isn't it?
Yeah.
If nothing stood out, then actually it didn't stand out. So I'll go back and see what was average.
For me, I think as a 124 collector, there's only two options, right? There's Scale Auto and this Carrera for me. I think both of
True.
them have really strong lineups, Scale Auto and Carrera, right? In 124.
Yeah.
And BRM doesn't release a
Yeah.
catalog, so I wouldn't know what BRM is up to. And out of the two of them, there's really strong candidates from both, right? Like when you look at the
Yeah.
Scale Auto, there's like the vintage Formula One stuff is really nice. All the vintage old school stuff is really nice. They do have the new Huracan coming out as well in 124. They have all the hypercars coming out in 124. So there's so much to be excited for on the Scale Auto side. And then on Carrera, like besides that Tsingtao Porsche, which I really like the livery for what it is, the red and gold dragon. Nothing else really like jumps out at me and says, "Oh, I need to have this car." It's more like if I get it and it's a good price, I'll pick it up and I'll add it to my collection if I need it, right? But yeah. So in terms of collection, I think Scale Auto has my vote off. You know, like
I
that's
really
where I
want
want
to
to
try
go.
some of their stuff.
Yeah.
They've got the different types of car that you can buy. The same car, but different levels of performance. So you can get the home one, or you can get the top bells and whistles one that you can tune to the back teeth and put on the racetrack. So that's what I like about Scale Auto is that you can have cars for different levels, the same car for different levels, and then you're not dismissing their brand based on your experience level or your interests within the hobby, because you can be very experienced. Like I'm quite experienced, I would say, because I've been doing it a little while, but I still prefer just knocking around in my house with my Scholastic than actually getting up and going out and doing digital disca endurance racing, partly because I just haven't had the dough to get into it. Like it's expensive. So it's not dress it up. You get a car, you got to soup it up for a plastic track, it's all suspension and everything, then put a chip in there, then get the right controller that will work with the chip for the race with the RMS system. And then you've got to, get the car, build it, spray it, personalize it. Nightmare. Oh, and some races you have to actually have a livery from what would have raced in that era. So you have to actually get the right decals and everything for it, or you get marked down. So
Doug,
it's
I
not that I
haven't.
want to do it. Sorry, go on.
Yes, sorry, Pete. Doug
That's all
put
right.
up about the Staff's Wheels catalog. I haven't looked at accessory catalogs. I haven't. We haven't looked at that yet. I'm pretty sure there's some really good accessories that have come out. I know Slotted has a full accessories catalog that came out as well.
Yeah.
And behind all of these catalogs, the NSR has a whole section on accessories as well. which I didn't go through properly. I just went to look at the car. So yeah, there must be a lot of really cool stuff in accessories and parts that are coming out. So for sure, yeah.
Yeah. Let's have a look at what Joe's saying here about price jumps due to tariffs for North Americans. Depends if the product. So there will be some price jump due to tariffs for North Americans. Depends if the product comes from China for Canadians. Well, I think we're off the hook here because Skeletric are now producing in Vietnam, not China. So we might get round those tariffs. I don't think Trump's got a beef with Vietnam. I think we're
Yeah.
going to make it.
Are we? It doesn't
But,
really like I'm.
so yeah, well done, Skeletric. He's
Yeah.
got out of the way of the bear.
Yeah.
Oh, good move.
Yeah. Yeah. That's.
And we were moaning about Vietnam. Nah, fair play to him.
Yeah. So overall, your thoughts were there was a bit of everything from different places, correct?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I think that everyone's done well in something, and that something is something that I like.
Yeah.
So that's a dilemma. Now, I might have to change jobs or something to, get the potential to earn better commission and then buy more slot cars. I think I'll have to look at that maybe.
Yeah, me too. I have to change my job too. So there you go.
Exactly.
We're all gonna look at new jobs. There
right. Okay. Race ya.
Race ya. There you go.
Hey, I'm telling you, mate. Someone come along. Right. Hey, pin your ears back, track fans and shenanigan heads. Rahul here. He needs a job. Who's got one?
There you go.
Come on. Who needs a logo designing?
Yeah. There you
Who
go.
needs a website building? You must know someone who's got an absolutely terribly bad website. Just website shame them and slip them Rahul's number.
Anyway.
Just I was on your website and I kept getting this spinning circle for ages, man. Would you just talk to Rahul and sort it out? See? And that's how it starts.
Yeah. I'm gonna need you to become my sales manager. There you go.
We can work on that. I've told you before, we can sort that out.
I know. We got lots of things to do. But that is all that I had this week for the show.
Well, you're in a bit of an emotional indifference. I can't believe you've done this show, to be honest with you, but well done. Fair play to you.
Yeah, for sure. No problems. We do the show because I love doing this with you. Like I said, it's a lot of fun.
Take your mind off it as well for an hour. For
an hour, that's correct.
Yeah, that's all right. It's good.
Yeah, man.
It's good. So what's the plan then? So now you've got some newfound freedom.
Yeah.
Weren't your move, but it's your move tomorrow of what you do in the freedom. So what are you up to anyway? You're gonna do a bit of take a day, take the weekend off. It's Friday. Nothing's gonna be happening tomorrow.
Well, it's a long weekend for us too because Monday is a holiday for us. Here.
Wow, what a gift! You got busted at the right time.
So I have to ask you a question. What are you doing for Valentine's Day tomorrow, buddy?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's slot car racing, isn't it?
There you go. Slot car racing. Yeah.
Yeah, it might be thin on the ground up there tomorrow.
Yeah.
That is a good point.
We don't
do Valentine's Day generally. We never have done. We think it's an American commercial con. No offense to Americans, it's about the capitalism thing. It's like we have it here. All of a sudden now you've got it's something day every day. So God knows what day it is today. It's probably like wooden shelf day or something. So then some wooden shelf fanatics out there will start buy each other wooden shelf fanatic cards. See, so then Valentine's comes along, then Easter comes along, then all of these things that used to mean something are now just massive money spinning opportunities. And you could buy your missus a set of flowers a week later and just say you got your clock stopped or something, you got your dates mixed up. Saved yourself 500 quid.
Right.
Well, I know it's not about finance or anything, but it's just like, do you not love the other 364 days of the year? Come on. That's the way we always looked at it.
Yeah. Anyway, so
But some people go crazy for it. What are you guys in the chat doing Valentine's Day tomorrow? What are you doing? Just like to throw one at the end of the show since we got through all the Slotcast stuff.
yeah. Well, I don't have anything else to add to today's show. We'll be back in 2 weeks. And
we'll do it, Ted. We love you, man.
We love you, mate. So let's.
Harry's going live, everyone. Harry's going live.
When are you going live? You're going live now.
RC. He is going live. Insurance companies have just gone bankrupt.
Why is he going live? He's going live to talk about what? What is he talking about?
Valentine's Day in Harry's world. Hey, listen.
Oh, okay.
He's the biggest slot car channel in the Balkans, man. Yeah. And like he's here with us. This is amazing.
I love it, Joe. I hope Jen doesn't see this.
What's that? He's going live.
Yeah, going live in the lounge, according to MB.
Exactly right. Yeah. Let's all pile over to Harry's channel.
All right, there you go.
Harry's doing the after party.
All right, if you're catching the after party, head over to Harry's channel. If not, we'll see you in 2 weeks' time. With same time, same place. We're gonna come up with something to talk about that is different from cars. There you go.
Yeah.
And red lights will be back, and we'll see what's up. All right, guys. Until next time. Thanks a lot, Pete.
Oh, all right, mate. I'll catch you.
All right, mate. Take care, brother. Bye, guys.
All right. See you in a bit. All the best, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah. Bye.